the next question, I'd like you to kind of personalize it, and it's looking at father figures.
Okay.
And how they contribute to a child's emotional and psychological development. So I want you to talk about the template your father set for you. What did you see from your father? And then talk about, the impact of a father on a child's life and, the impact on current society. So start off with, who was dad to you?
That is a very good question. My dad was awesome. He was an awesome father. And he was someone who, he lived at peace with everyone. And I don't know if you can visualize that, being in a house with a man that is very loving, very tender, very peaceful. And he always used to say, anything for a peaceful life when mom's got off at a tangent. Anything for a peaceful life. But he was like that with everybody.
Okay.
He lived peaceful with everyone. And if the group of churches he was in, if they was told, oh, don't go and visit that church over there, he'd say, but he's my friend. He helped me do this and helped me do that, and I'm going to help him do this and help him do it. I'm sorry, I can't not go there because he's a friend of mine. And he'd be straight up because he has a relationship with that individual, because that's the man he was. He didn't want to make war or make enemy or make it difficult with people.
Yeah.
He had peace with all men. And they loved him because he was a lovable person. He wasn't at variance with them. He weren't at loggerheads with anyone.
Yeah.
If there was a problem, he'd go to them and sort it out. Straight up. And I thought that was awesome. So there was a lot I learned from him. And I think he saw a lot of himself in me.
Okay.
And I remember him saying to me, he's going to love his wife, he's going to make a husband, etc.
And you were one of how many kids?
6.
6. Oh gosh.
But
that had to be present.
I'm a little absolutely. But I'm a little boy then, but he sees the man I'm going to be. I don't know how, I don't know how, but he saw that. And as he said it, that's absolutely me in terms of how I grew up. I think it's interesting. There's a heart of a father in some men, not all men.
Not all men.
And there are some fathers, supposed fathers, who get jealous of their son.
Jeez.
In life, I say every father want their son to be better than them, to achieve more, to have more, to accomplish more. That is a father. Every father wants their son to stand on their shoulders and be bigger, better, and more successful.
And is that what is missing now in today's society?
Because there's so many who are competing with their son.
Jeez.
And the fact of the matter is, Mike, that these guys remain a child until in their 50s, in their 60s.
That's deep.
And a lot of them are still playing kiss chase in the playground in their 50s. And the thing is that these guys got trapped at 16 and never grew up. I don't know why they stood it and stopped at that age. I don't know, it could be some traumatic situation, it could be something happened in there, some trauma, I don't know. But they remain 16 or even 14 until in their 40s and 50s.
Jeez.
And Number one, they didn't have a father to mentor them, to show them how to be a man, and unfortunately remained a child well into their third trimester, when they should be maturing and becoming grandfathers indeed.
Yeah.
And a grandfather in the sense that I am a father because I know how to father, and now I've mastered that and become a grandmaster at fathering.
Yeah.
And that's what we don't have. And I think that's very, very important that that mentoring of fatherhood is propagated throughout our community. And if you see that, and if you see that in a person, go to that person. Don't be embarrassed to be mentored by that person, to learn the pathway of success. And it's a similar thing in business as well.
Yeah.
Why am I going to a guy who has in essence, a business that's turning over £1,000 or a couple £1,000, and show me how to do this. Why don't you ask him? He's turning over millions.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask him, how do I become a millionaire?
Yeah.
How do I turn over millions as opposed to hundreds?
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know if it's humility, or I don't know whether it's just ego that doesn't allow you to learn and literally expand you by seeing whoever can make you better.